What's up, beautiful people? It's your host, Positive Gaming, and welcome to the Positive Gaming Show, where positivity and gaming come together as one. Today is the Positive Gaming Show podcast, episode 2. Like I told y'all before, I'm going to be doing something different with the podcast, so I'm going to be putting it on YouTube now. From now on, I'm going to start putting it on my main platform, Anchor, as well. But I want to focus more on like the video side of the podcast. I wanna make sure that y'all can see me while I talk about the gaming topics and the positive topics and stuff like that. So I haven't. Before we start, the only thing the topic that I'm gonna discuss is Remnant from the Ashes and Colossus from Before the Ashes. Is basically like a Souls type RPG slash shooter game. It's like an RPG but a little bit of Souls element to it, like Bloodborne, Dark Souls and stuff like that. So yeah. But before we start, I want to just get something on my chest. For the past couple of weeks, I haven't been myself lately. And there's a reason for that. You know, for the past couple of not even weeks, it's the past couple of months, I haven't been myself. Like before when I started this YouTube thing and this podcast thing and like everything I've been doing as a craft, I haven't been doing it a lot lately, and I noticed that about myself, and that's something that I need to work on. That's something I need to figure out for myself. That's something that I need to get back to because I really love doing it. It really made me happy. It really had me. I had something to focus on, you know. And for the past couple of months, I haven't been doing it. Like I haven't really been uploading any videos that much. I haven't really been uploading any new podcast episodes that much. I really haven't been writing any new books. Like there's been times where I will get back to the book that I started, but I will never finish. Like I'll finish like probably a chapter or two, and then that's it, and then I'll come back to it like a month later, and then I just haven't been like I haven't had that energy lately. I haven't had that drive to just finish what I started, and it's my fault. It's no one else's. It's my fault, and I just haven't been myself, you know. And then if you follow me on IG, you know my situation. My grandma, she tested positive for COVID, and it hasn't been easy to deal with. It hasn't been easy to like really wrap my mind around it because it's something serious. You know, COVID is not a game. It's not a joke. It's a real thing. People die from it. People are like not well because of it. It's ruined a lot of things. It put a lot of things back because of this this situation, this pandemic. It just hasn't been it hasn't been a good year for anybody. You know, like there's some people that's been like benefited off this pandemic because they're like probably doing something good with their lives, but most people haven't had a good year because of this pandemic, and I understand that because this year has been trash. You know, it hasn't been a good year for anybody. You know, and it hasn't been a good year for me, for anyone in this world. It's been a tough year. You know, Thanksgiving, it didn't, like when Thanksgiving came around, it didn't even feel like Thanksgiving. It just felt like a normal day. You know, Thanksgiving is usually when you're around your family, and I know most people, they haven't been able to see most of their family because of the pandemic. You know, and that sucks. So, it hasn't been good. It hasn't been a good year for me. It hasn't been a good year for anybody. You know, we're all going through this together, and I know some people lost like others because of this COVID situation. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for your loss. Hopefully my grandma, she does okay. Hopefully I test negative because I got myself tested to see if I got exposed from it because I live with her. So hopefully mine's come down. Mine's is negative. Hopefully it is. I'm just praying. I'm staying as positive as I can, because that's all you can do in this time of crisis. That's all you could do. That's basically everything you could do for yourself is stay positive. Don't think about the negative thoughts about, oh, what happens if I do have it? Oh, my life is over. Your life is not over. If you want to give up, that's on you. But you have the choice to keep on going when things get bad. Things get bad for a lot of people, but some of those people, some give up, and I wish they haven't, but some, they live through it. They be like, you know what? Maybe my life is over, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. Maybe I'm going through something tough right now I'm going through something tough right now, but I'm not gonna let that bring me down. You know, there's a lot of people out there in the world that dealt with a lot of diseases like cancer. People went through cancer and fought that and beat it. Congratulations. You know, a lot of people went through a lot of shit in their lives before this COVID hit, and you know what I mean? So it's like, even when things get worse, the best thing for you to do is stay positive and stay motivated and keep on doing what you love to do and keep living your life. Because you only have one life. You know what I mean? You have to live it to the best you can, to the best of your abilities. But I just want to get that out. I just wanted to get that off my chest to let y'all know what's been going on and how I'm dealing with it. My grandma, she's fine, by the way. She's well. She's fine. I'm fine. So if anyone asks, we're fine. I'm just praying that she's okay, and I'm praying that I'll be okay. But let's get to it. So today we're gonna be talking about the newest game that came out, Colossus. I think it's Colossus. I can't pronounce. I think it's Colossus Before the Ashes. It's something like that. But it's basically a prequel of Remnant from the Ashes. And the newest game that came out happens before Remnant of the Ashes, Remnant from the Ashes, and basically this takes place before Remnant from the Ashes. And is it better than Remnant from the Ashes? Let's find out. So I played the newest one, Colossus Before the Ashes, and it's pretty good. You know, in this one, in the newest one that came out. This one came out on Tuesday, I think last Tuesday. Yeah, last Tuesday. This one came out last Tuesday, and it's pretty good. Is it better from the last game that came out? It's kind of similar in a way. The only thing that's different is instead of you using a gun, you're using swords and a shield. That's the only difference. And I feel like this one is more. The newest one that came out, I feel like it's more easier for me because I'm not really into Souls games. I'm terrible at them. Like, I tried Bloodborne, I tried The Siege, I even tried Dark Souls once, and I was terrible at it. I was terrible, and I just gave up on it. I just gave up. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with Souls games. It's not for me. I'm not playing one ever again. And then when I found out about this game, I found out it was RPG. I was like, perfect. I love RPGs. But they also said that this is a Souls game as well. So it's basically it's like if Bloodborne and Dark Souls had a baby plus a little bit of RPG element to it, this is the game you get. And I was like, I'm not really into Souls game, but let me try it out and see what it is. Because if I say I'm gonna try something out, I'm gonna try something out. I'm not a person that's gonna judge something and then not try it out. You know what I mean? So tried it out. I tried out Remnant from the Ashes, and I liked it. It was pretty dope. It was hard because that one was more hard. I have some gameplay, as you can see now on beside me or below me. It doesn't. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it because I'm recording it now, so I'm gonna edit it later. But I have some gameplay on the screen right now, and Remnant from the Ashes, I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. But is it better than Colossus Before the Ashes? You could say it. Yeah, it is, because this game has a lot of RPG elements to it. The newest one that came out has the same thing. I feel like the newest one is more easier than this one. You know, the first one was great, Running from the Ashes. I love that one. But Colossus from I don't know if it's Colossus from the Ashes, Before the Ashes. I'm not sure, but the newest one that came out, it's pretty good. I'm liking it. I feel like, to me, like I said before, I feel like it's more easier because when I was playing it, and I have some gameplay coming up too, but that one was more. I feel like that one was more easier, you know, because there's a difference between those two games. Okay, Running from the Ashes, you could create your character any way you want. You can make him black, Chinese, white. It doesn't matter what you can do. You can make him however way you want him to look. But in the newest one, you can't really do that because they give you an option, female or male, and then you can't change the skin color, and that doesn't even matter to me. It doesn't matter. But in the first one, it gives you more availability with the customization with your character. The second one really doesn't. It just gives you an option, female or male. That's it. I haven't really played much of the newest one. I only played like a few hours of it. But maybe like if I get like farther in the game, you can customize your character even more. So I'm not sure. I haven't played much of it, but I know the only option in that game is you can only pick a female or male, and that's it. They don't give you the option on how you want him to dress or anything, or how you want him to sound. It's just basically you just pick a female or male. That's it. The newest one is kind of different because every time you die, you age. And they didn't do that in the first one. Every time you die in the first one, you restart from the last checkpoint that you saved at. And that was cool. And you do the same thing in the newest one. But in the newest one, it's different because every time you die, you age. So, when you first start the game in the newest one, I have the gameplay on the screen right now. That's the beginning of the game. That's the first few hours of the game. Every time you die, well, you start at, I think you start off the age as 18, and then if you die, you go like a couple of years after 18, and then you keep on going. You keep on aging until you hit that old age, you know. And then every time you die and you age, you move slower. You're not really as quick as you used to be and stuff like that. So the best advice that I'm gonna give you is don't die. I know it's hard, and like I said before, to me it was kind of easy because I haven't really died yet. Like I kept on getting hit. There was a couple of times where my health was at like 1%, and then I found like a health bar. Not a health bar, like a checkpoint and a health pack to help me like get my health up. But like I said before, it feels easier to me. Maybe it's because that's the beginning of the game. Every time you play a new game, in the beginning it's gonna be easy, but when you get to the like middle and the end, it's gonna get harder. So I feel like when I get like farther in the game, when I get more into the game, it's gonna be harder for me, and then I'm probably gonna like age a couple of times because that game is not easy. Those games are not easy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They're not easy. But that's different. I like how they did that. They added something new to that. So every time you die, you age. That's something new, and that's something I wasn't expecting. So that's pretty cool. What else? I didn't like how they changed the weapons. Like I didn't like how the newest one you got to use a weapon and a shield, but in the last one you had a gun. You was using guns, and I think the reason why they did that is because this is before the first game. This is before Remnant from the Ashes. So this happened probably a couple of years before they even had guns, I believe. So you never know. So far the game is pretty good. I'm enjoying both of them. I gotta play more of Colossus Before the Ashes. It's pretty dope. I'm liking it. Like I said before, it felt easy to me. It felt easy, but I'm not gonna really get comfortable because I know when things are too easy, it's gonna get hard at the end, in the middle. So I'm not gonna really get comfortable. It was easy in the beginning, but It's gonna get harder. I know. I know it's gonna come. I know. But my thoughts so far, I'm fucking with it. I'm really enjoying the game. I'm liking it, and it's pretty good. Is it better than his big brother Remnant from the Ashes? No, it's not. But it's its own game. It's a prequel, and I'm fucking with it. I'm liking it. I really do. I really like it. I'm digging it. And like I said before, I'm not really into Souls games. I'm not really into like games like Dark Souls, Bloodborne. I'm not really into those type of games because I want to enjoy the game. You know, I want to really interact. I want to take my time with it and enjoy the game. You know, I don't want to rage. But this is different. This is it's kind of like it has a little bit of Bloodborne and Dark Souls and other Souls games out there, but it's its own game and it's really dope and I'm liking it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really liking it. I will be putting up some more game. No, not like I can't do that because like I said before, I don't stream. I'm not gonna be streaming any single player games anymore because I want to focus on the game. I want to enjoy it for myself. I want to take my time. So when I'm done with the game, I will be giving you my review, my final review of the game, and what's my final thoughts about it. So I will be doing that when I finish the game. But until then, yeah, that's it. For now on, I'm just gonna be doing these podcast episodes. Like I'm gonna be putting some gameplay in the background and talking about topics and stuff like that. But today was episode 2 of the Positive Gaming Show podcast. I wanted to talk about Remnant from the Ashes and Colossus Before the Ashes, and I just wanted to talk to y'all about what's been going on this past couple of weeks and how my week has been going. Like I told y'all before in the beginning of the episode that my grandma she tested positive of COVID, so I'm dealing with that. I took my test yesterday, so I'm waiting for the results to see if I'm negative or positive. Hopefully I'm positive. I'm just staying positive. Hopefully I'm negative. I'm bugging. Hopefully it turns out to be negative, but I'm just trying to stay positive, you know, as much as I can. And yeah, tune in on Twitch TV. My Twitch is Positive Gaming 1900. It's a new episode of the Gaming Guys podcast. We have a lot of topics to talk about. And next Thursday actually, Cyberpunk is coming out, and I won't be streaming that. No. I won't be streaming that. Like I said before, I will be doing the same thing I'm doing with most of my games. So I will basically talk about like my thoughts and my impressions of it and stuff like that. So until then, hope everyone has a beautiful day. Stay safe, stay positive. Make sure you get tested for COVID to see if you're negative and all positive. Make sure you get tested. Stay 6 feet apart, and just wear your mask and be safe and make smart decisions. Peace.